What is it when two bad guys have a disagreement? It makes a fantastic story. My name is Dorian. This is SEM Comics. We are covering the complete 4-part limited series X-Men's Apocalypse versus Dracula. Let's begin. So our story starts off in 1459 Romania on a battlefield where we have Vlad Tepes, which hopefully if there's any Romanian people watching, you guys appreciated that pronunciation, is on the battlefield doing his thing. And on the next couple pages, you find out why he has a nickname of Vlad the Impaler. So one of his generals is looking through a spyglass and he sees this flag on the horizon and he's like, Vlad, we got trouble. That's the flag of the Riders of the Dark. And Vlad's like, they're not real, that's their myth. And you're like, well, that myth is coming right this way. So then we see this huge dude on this massive horse, and he has like 2 double-bladed axes in his back, and he comes riding up, and he takes the axe out, and he fuses them together. Then he just throws it and starts cutting down Vlad's army. So then the general that's next to Vlad just goes running, and Vlad's like, you know what, run off, coward, I'll take care of this. So Vlad walks up to him, and how does Ernie from Blur Without Fear say it? It was a solo dolo. The only thing that would have made the situation better is if one of Apocalypse Horsemen came running up to Dracula and be like, "You got knocked the fuck out!" And then one of Vlad's generals would have walked up, and then Apocalypse is like,
"Oh, you want something too, old man? Huh?
No. Get off your ass and get in this car, boy."
Okay, I'm done with my Friday moment. So Apocalypse thinks the battle's over with. He's about to ride off when Vlad, in a very weakened voice, goes, "I'm not done yet." So Apocalypse just walks over, puts the boots on him. So on the next page, it takes place in Egypt, and we see Ozymandias, who him and Apocalypse go way back and they have a complicated history. If you want to know more, just let me know in the comments. And you see he was going down to this tomb, and he's going down there to wake up his master, Apocalypse. On the next page, down we're in London, 1897, and there's a woman that's dead on the street. You can see there's 2 bite marks and her blood has been sucked out. Now, we as a reader, we know what's going down, but to them, this is a mystery, wondering what the hell's going on, because it's not the first time that this has happened. So they're looking over the woman's body, and one of the detectives noticed that she has a tattoo on her hand, and he knows that it's Egyptian hieroglyphics. And he comes to the conclusion that there's one guy that knows about Egyptian hieroglyphics. And then the third detective, who I guess was supposed to be there, who arrives late, shows up, and him and this other detective starts arguing about him being late and so on and so forth. And then they're like, well, we got a lead, so we need to go to Alexandria House. And one detective got there late, said, nah, we don't really need to go there. You know, the rich don't need to be bothered, because I guess it's a really wealthy place. And they're like, nah, forget that. He can at least answer our questions, so we're going. So on the next page, they go to Alexandria House and they talk to Hamilton Slade, who is the owner of the place. And he's the one whose heritage dates back to the Egyptians, which the one detective knew. That's why he wanted to talk to him about it. And he told him how the mark means clan Akaba. And he has a whole nothing back. Like, he pretty much gives the business. He tells them how they're a clan that worships this person who they feel is even higher than a god in Apocalypse, and how their clan has been there for like all the important events in history. And it's pretty slick how he starts breaking down these events. He goes, when Rome burned, we were there to light the flames. When the French Revolution was going on and people getting sent to the gallows, we were there to sharpen the blade. And we even had people on the Mayflower, and we helped discover the new world. So then he starts to explain how the size of the tattoo determines how much of Apocalypse blood you have in your body. He says she only had a little bit. And he takes off his shirt and he shows his tattoo and he goes, me on the other hand, how much do you think I have in me? So then he just starts taking these detectives out. He can morph his body like Apocalypse, so he makes his mouth really big. He bites down on the one detective's head and just rips it off. Then the other detective starts to shoot him. He changes his hand to where his like fingers are like really sharp, and he stabs the other one into the stomach. So it looks like he's about to kill the other one, but really he's in cahoots with him. That detective was also with Clan Akaba, I guess. I don't know if he has a symbol on his hand or not, but he works with him. And he was supposed to be the one to get to the crime scene first and remove the symbol so that nobody can link it back. But he got there late, obviously, and that's when Hamilton starts to beef with him. So then they get to talking about how they need to figure out who's taking out their people. And then Hamilton, he got all kinds of hubris, and he's like, you know what? If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna find out who's responsible, and I'm gonna take them out. And he goes to the door in the comic book that was like, and that was the last time anybody seen Hamilton alive again. So the key word is alive. We're going to see Hamilton again, but his teeth are probably going to be a lot sharper than what they are right now. So because Hamilton got taken out, I guess now all the you guess you could say board members of Clan Akaba have a roundtable meeting, and they decide that they're going to wake up Apocalypse, and they really don't want to do that because I guess Apocalypse really hates getting woken up from his slumber, especially early, I guess. But they feel like they got no choice, so they're going to go ahead and do it. And they're like, you know what? We got to wake him up, and we just got to face the consequences. F that. We can't handle what was going on right now. We need him. So sure enough, on the last page, you see they walk up and they go, my lord, and he opens up his sarcophagus and he goes, who dares wake up Apocalypse?